Hello everyone, today I'm going to showcase the Chinese medium Wz-121. So let's jump right through the equipment I'm running into this tank. So first of all, I'm running calibrated shell to increase the heat pen on the 121. As you can see, it only has 328 heat pen, which is in the lower end for medium tank. For the second equipment, I'm running enhanced gun link drive to get a tiny bit more aim time. And for the last combat power equipment, I'm running refined gun to get better dispersion at 100 meters. Now let's move on to the vitality section of the equipment. I'm running defense system to not get ammo rock into my Wz-121 since it's a Chinese tank. They're very known to get ammo rock. After this, I'm running enhanced armor to get better hull armor and turret armor. Now you could run HP if you want, it doesn't really matter in this case. It's pretty much up to you what you like, what you feel is better. And for last, I'm running toolbox to get 20% repair speed. And on the last category, I'm running improved optics to get better view range in my medium tank to provide view range for my tank destroyer, since I'm not TD. After this, I'm running improved control to get better hull traverse speed, though you don't really need that, I just put that for fun to wiggle in my tank. And for last, I'm using high-end consumable to have my tungsten and adrenaline last longer. However, you could use consumable delivery system just to get your repair kit faster. Especially if you're using adrenaline tungsten, it might be more useful than if I use high-end consumable in this case. For the provision, here I use gunpowder just to get better shell velocity since this tank has very poor shell velocity. And also to avoid using supercharger. Now for the consumable, I'm using just the basic stuff, big repair, double adrenaline tungsten, but you could run another repair kit. Now let's look into the Wz-121 stats. Now as we can see, the Wz-121 has 1800 HP, which is pretty average for a medium tank. Now for the gun, it has 8.8 second reload for 3000 DPM per minute. The pen is 265 for AP, 328 for heat, and 73 for HE. The alpha damage is very good. You can even alterate a bunch of heavy tank. It has 400 alpha damage with this tank, since you have 440 and 380 with heat. Now the gun depression is pretty bad, only 6 gun depression and 15 gun elevation. On the speed, you go 56 forward and 20 backward. Pretty good backward, like you can back up out of bad situation, but forward, it's pretty sluggish for a medium tank. Now let's take a look at the Wz-121 armor from E50M perspective. So as you can see on the turret, it's pretty much red, but the little turret cheeks you can still be pen. However, people don't really gonna pen this. As well, you can be pen on the turret roof and the hatch, which is pretty bad. I hope they will buff the roof one day. And if you use your gun depression, your upper plate can go to 271 millimeter of armor thick. And if I go into a side script, you can actually side script in this thing. However, it's very easy to wrangle. You see there, I just angle on the side a bit more and it's bendable. You don't want to wrangle in a tank like this because since you're a medium tank, you can lose your tank HP very quickly and die. Now let's look against heat over there in the 50M. You can still pen the hull, but now you can pen the turret cheeks a lot easier than it was previously. Now you're going to use all your gun depression like before. Now you can be pen on the hull, so it doesn't matter. And if the player isn't running Cali, then yeah, against heat, it's pretty good if they're not running Cali. Now let's move to another tank. Let's say we're running an E100 with the big gun. Against AP on calibrated, it can pen the hull, even fully using gun depression, as we saw. And the turret cheeks are a lot weaker. Now you can still side scrape in this tank, which is pretty good. But as you can see, the dove wrinkling is still there. The roof pan is still there. And against heat is the same thing, just the turret cheeks are a bit bigger. Now let's take a look how it is like against HE from an E100 running calibrated. So in the front, you're not pennable with HE, though the hatch could be a spot, as you can see over there. Now I put the tank a bit higher, so from a tank like E100 in the face, I could see the entire rooftop and maybe pen the roof. And on the side, you're also HEable. Same for the rear of the tank, and on the back of turret, you also have to be careful to not get HE in that spot. Now let's jump into the first replay on Middleburg. So here I spawn a medium flank, so I'm just gonna go to medium side. I'm gonna go to the little hill on the left. I'm gonna see if I spot anything. See this guy is just doing some random stuff. He just drove in the open for absolutely no reason. I don't know why this guy did that. I'm gonna see if he's gonna peek again. Peeks, I'm gonna put a nice shot into his turret. I see my FE45 is making a way forward over there. He bleeds 1000 HP from the other FE and I'm gonna put shot to the FE42 turret. I'm gonna look if I can shoot something else. I see this guy. I'm gonna snipe him. No, I see the FE45 is relocating, so I'm gonna try to shoot this easy patch. I'm gonna hit this very difficult shot. I see that their 30B is making the way on the side. Dude, I'm gonna light him on fire. I'm gonna see if I can finish him off. I'm gonna aim where the fuel tank was and light him on fire again. Now we're down on tank by 1. It's still like winnable. So I'm gonna see if I can get a shot. I see this guy spotted, so I'm gonna shoot the easier target. Now I know WZ-113 GFT is looking at me and he's fully held down, so I'm gonna have to aim the hatch, try to do that. Did not hit that one. Maybe I can try again. Aim and I miss. Now this is my chance. Since he shot me and bounced me, I can move forward and maybe get one shell into his lower plate. Do like a nice shot, track him at the same time, so he has to use repair kit. I'm gonna move forward over here. I can sit, hold down, get another shot. Okay. I don't mind if I take a shot over here, so I'm gonna just peek and try to finish him off. There we go. I'm gonna make my way forward to the two last guy, the Waffen and the AC. Now I see the Waffen is full HP, but the AC is looking at me, so I want to be careful. I'll try to side scrape. Sadly missed the little spot on the roof that you can pen. I see I cannot pen this thing, so I'm gonna load heat and pen this load plate. 140 killed the Waffen, so I'm just gonna put adrenaline to get the reload on 140. And there we go. The first game I did 5.6, I think. Actually 5.9k damage. 3 kills, and that's an ace tanker. As you can see, I'm top of the team. So let's jump into the second replay. This time it's on WotB. I make my way to medium side. So I'm hoping to get some of my team's support. And hopefully my heavies also come with me on medium flank. Now I'm across the river to get to the corner. As you can see, the accuracy is pretty big. The circle is so massive. I spot the concept 1B. I'm gonna try to shoot it. I miss on the hatch, and I get punished by the Sheridan. That's a pretty rough start for me. Now I have to be careful with the Sheridan. Now luckily my I7 shoots the Sheridan, which is pretty nice. Here I'm just looking around if I can spot the Sheridan. I don't think I will spot him, since he should have better view range and more camo. Let's try to see if I can shoot one of these things on the side. Just missed completely. I don't think it would have panned anyway, so it didn't really matter. Yeah, I'm unspotted, so I'm gonna try to take the corner. Oh, I get lit up again over there. And I spot the Sheridan. He's looking at me. I'm luckily miss. I'm trying to look at Type 71. He's too far in his spawn. You know, I can't see that Sheridan anymore. It's too far away from me. Gonna try to finish off the concept. Terrible shot. Could have aimed a little bit longer, to be fair. I'm gonna put a Joaline over there, try to finish off the Yak Panzer. There we go. Yeah, I see the 2-5B playing super aggro. I'm gonna put Tungsten to inflict him more damage. 2-5B is now 30 HP. I'm gonna finish him off. And also Concept get finished off, which is pretty nice. Now there's a full HP VK90 pushing on the team, so I'm gonna try to farm the VK90 as fast as I can. There's also full HP 60 TP. I was flanking my team at the start of the game. My TFT's Navy died, so I'm gonna try to punish this VK90 for setting it open. I see the Sheridan over there. I'm worried about the Sheridan, but I'm gonna try to shoot the VK over there. Sadly I miss. He turned his whole armor towards an angle I couldn't pen. The Sheridan does a mistake and dropped the open over there. So I put a beautiful shot into him. And the VK90 is making his way towards me, which is pretty bad. I don't want to deal with a tank that has so much armor. Here, I spot the VK90 going up. I'm gonna go down. I know the Sheridan was somewhere there last time. I don't see him. Oh, he got spotted on my right. I'm gonna actually back up, because the Sheridan, if I back up into the same position it was a couple seconds ago, I can deal with the VK90 and be in cover. VK90 is focusing on Type 71. I'm gonna shot into his turret, and now I can just load heat. And I just little thing from that angle. I'm gonna try to peek slowly, just to get. He missed me, so I can take my time. I was gonna play to kill him. Now the full HP 60 DP is just getting there. Put one shot to his turret. I'm gonna back up since he shot over there to get a better angle, also more range to like further away, so I can go and spot it for 10 seconds. Put another shot into his hole over there. I'm gonna reload. Put a third one. He's already down to almost half of his HP. That's pretty good for me. I'm gonna aim over there. See for lower plate maybe. There we go, I hit the lower plate shot from far away. Max roll at the same time. Try to see if I can pen him from this distance. I think the third hatch. I smerically hit that shot. And I'm gonna try again if I see it to see if I have an angle. I don't have. So I'm gonna relocate from on the left to see if I have a better angle. No, I do have a better angle. I see his lower plate over there. And I sadly miss it. It went under his tank. Now I get spotted for this, so he has the time to relocate and hide his lower plate. He also shot the process, so it means I can move forward, and I know the Sheridan is capping B. And he just finished capping B, so it's my time to make the move, not die. So I'm gonna go underwater, under the bridge, and I'm gonna make my way wide as possible on the left. Now here he tried to peek, he spotted me, doesn't really matter. He couldn't really peek against me there. I see the Sheridan going up, I'm gonna aim for him, finish him off. Now yeah, I'm gonna put tungsten and adrenaline to make sure I finish the 60 people off, and there we go. And there you go guys, the last replay, I did 6.7k damage, 5 kills. And so I hope you guys liked the video, and thank you for watching.